Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to explain that chapter 4 of your ICSE class 10th history syllabus, second page of the Indian national movement. So I already uploaded video on that first page of Indian national movement in my channel. So I request everyone to visit my channel and watch that all videos. So let us begin the content. So in this video most commonly we called it the period from 1905 to 1916. So that period we called it as second phase of Indian national movement. So we can observe that from first phase to second phase some of the changes, and also totally they were moderate. They followed one of the non-violence method and all. They highlighted the concept of 3P methods. So other different reasons and all. So here totally they were opposite to the part of moderates. Here they followed some of the aggressive methods against the Britishers and all. So here in this lesson we can observe that Surat split and partition of Bengal. So these all other different incidents here. So one by one we can discuss about that. So partition of Bengal. See, most commonly partition of Bengal, actually in the time of that assertive nationalist, first phase of that early nationalist and all, they completely tried to bring the unity among the Indians. So finally they achieved success to bring the unity among the Indians on that time. Especially Bengal was one of the region, so thickly populated region and all. And also nationalism concept has started to rise vast in the part of Bengal region on that time. That's why Lord Curzon, one of the British person, he announced that partition of Bengal on July 20, 1905, and also it has implemented on October 16, 1905. So this was one of the greater decision of Lord Curzon. So due to the part of that, based on huge population of Bengal region, he decided to divide the Bengal into two parts. He said about to the Indians on that time, for the purpose of proper administration, we divided the Bengal region as Eastern Bengal and the Western Bengal. So Bengal divided into Bengal region and also the Eastern Bengal and Assam region. So Kolkata became the capital of Bengal region and Dhaka became the capital of Assam and Eastern Bengal region. So this is regarding the partition of Bengal. I hope what I am explaining clearly in simple languages and all, you are understanding that well. So I request everyone to subscribe my channel, share it to your friends, those who are preparing for ICSE board examination and all, and like, comment for next topic which you are facing difficulty. So I will explain about that topic very soon. So go for next slide. So next topic is causes of partition of Bengal. So what about the reasons to the partition of Bengal on that time, right? So one by one we can discuss about that. British claimed administrative conveniences. See, previously in previous slide also I told you, because Bengal was one of the thickly populated regions. So thickly populated region means majority, many different population. So majority people were living in the part of Bengal region on that time. So Britishers were going to administer that entire Bengal region in single administration system, means it was difficulty for them. That's why they has given the reasons to the partition of Bengal for the purpose of administrative convenience. So for the sake of that proper administration, they decided to divide the Bengal on that time. So aim to weaken the growing of nationalism in. So this is also I already told in previous slide, right? So nationalism concept, due to the effort of early nationalists, nationalism concept has started to grow very fast on that time. So vast spreading and all. When that Britishers observed regarding the growth of nationalism, they tried to bring it as the weaken in the part of national or the national leaders or the common people of India, means they didn't allow to grow the nationalism vast in the part of Bengal region, or it may be in some other different region of India on that time. So another one of that, reduce Bengali political influence. So Bengali, that's one of the majority population on that time. So Britishers tried to reduce the Bengali political influence. So totally administration system must be managed by the Britishers on that time. So based on this intention, they decided to divide the Bengal on that time. So next one, promote division on religious lines. See, this Bengal, division of Bengal, how they divided that means based on the religious line, means some part of Bengal reserved for the Hindus and some part of Bengal reserved for the Muslims on that time. So based on that religion based division, they plan to divide the Bengal. So apply the policy of divide and rule. So divide and rule means nothing, they try to break the unity among the Indians. So unity, successfully they broken the unity of Indians, means so that is proven the or prove the weakness of the Indians on that time. So whenever that Indians are become weak and weaker, so it will become one of the plus point for the Britishers on that time, right? So next topic is anti-partition movement. So what about the concept of anti-partition movement? See, partition movement started by the Britishers. Anti-partition movement means opposition to the partition of Bengal. So that movement has started by the nationalists on that time. See, what about that? I have mentioned some of the words. People strongly oppose the partition on that time. Means Indians were not ready to accept the division of Bengal. Congress and Bengal nationalists united to oppose the partition of Bengal on that time. So for this movement, anti-partition movement, those who are joined or participated on that time means students, lawyers, merchants, even the women also came out from the houses and they started to participate in the part of anti-partition movement. So public meetings, they held the public meetings and all demonstrations were organized to oppose the concept of partition of Bengal. So finally they formally started that movement on 7th August 1905. So this movement we called it as anti-partition movement. So people's reaction towards the or against to the part of partition of Bengal means how that Indians, how that Bengalians, how that Bengal people reacted to the partition or division of Bengal on that time, right? So one by one we can discuss it. So hartals were observed. So what about that hartal? Strikes, correct? So these kind of the concept, these kind of the strikes started to do by the Indians on that time. So next one, processions were organized and Rabindranath Tagore, he popularized the unity through songs, lot of different songs, patriotic songs and all. Even Raksha Bandhan was started to celebrated as the symbol of unity, means they started to celebrate the Raksha Bandhan festival with the help not only Hindus and all, even Muslim also joined together to celebrate the Raksha Bandhan on that time. So they started to promote the concept of Swadeshi and boycott. So Swadeshi means what about that own goods and services, means that goods and services started to manufacture by the Indians, means to boycott the British manufactured goods. So these all we called it as the people's reaction on that time. So next one, impact of the anti-partition movement. So we already observed that what about the people reaction to the partition movement and all, like the same what about the anti-partition movement, impact of the anti-partition movement which are started by the Indian nationalist on that time. So one by one we can see that. First one, national movement spread among the masses, means they successfully gather the mass people or mass gathering against the Britishers on that time. So Swadeshi and boycott means promoting to purchase Swadeshi goods and all, and boycott or against to purchase the British manufactured goods. So it has become one of the most powerful tools on that time. So indigenous industries, growth of indigenous means nothing, regional industries. So earlier completely industrial system, manufacturing system captured by the Britishers. That's why now they've started to promote the regional industries and all. So increase the self-reliance, self-sufficiency. So these all concept also regarding that what about the power of that Indian. So these kind of the concepts started to increase on that time. So faith in British justice declined. See, this is one of the very important topic actually. We discussed in a part of first page of Indian national. So that assertive nationalist, correct, early nationalist. So they believed in the part of Britishers. They were loyal to the Britishers. So that British faith in British justice now completely declined here. So partition of Bengal was revoked in, means taken back from the British government in the year of 1911. So this is regarding the impact of the anti-partition movement. So next one, Surat split of 1907. See, previously we discussed that division of Bengal. So actually that's done by the Britishers. The Surat split, no, this was one of the split, one of the break the unity of that Indians itself. So that split between, so or split inside of the Indians on that time. See which kind of the split it is. We can discuss it here. So differences emerged between early nationalist and the assertive nationalist. See, early nationalist principles of early nationalist was totally different, and principles adopted by the assertive nationalist was totally different. So in some of the opinions and all, difference opinion rise between the early nationalist and the assertive nationalist. So that we called it as the Surat split. So next one, disagreement over Swadeshi, Swaraj and some of the methods adopted by both the nationalist, early nationalist and assertive nationalists. So as a early nationalists, they didn't accept the concept of Swadeshi, Swaraj and their methods were totally different. That's why disagreement between or differences created between or among the early nationalist and assertive nationalists. So conflict over the Congress leadership. So most commonly see INC, National Congress, presidentship and all. Every year they were conducting the sessions, especially in the month of December. So for the part of that presidentship, conflict has created between the early nationalist and the assertive nationalist. That's why Congress split at Surat in 1907. Surat means in Surat session of Congress or INC. So in that session completely Congress has divided into two parts. So that only we called it as the Surat split of 1907. So who got benefit from this split? So here British benefited from the division in between of the Indians. See, this is one of the weakness of the Indians they showed in front of the Britishers on that time, right? So next one, assertive nationalist. So we can discuss about the assertive nationalist now. What about the demands of that? What about the principles adapted? What about the beliefs of that assertive nationalist? I mentioned it here. So first one, demanded for Swaraj. Swaraj means nothing. Self-government means India must be ruled by Indians, not by any other foreigners and all. So believed in active resistance. See, they followed that early nationalists followed 3P method. So what about that 3P method? Protest, prayer, petition. So these kind of the peaceful method followed by that. Here they believed in the part of active resistance. So what are the policies, principles imposing restrictions imposing by the British government? So they decided to give the opposition for that all the policies of the British. So that we called it as the active resistance. So next one, they wanted mass participation. So here we observed that early nationalist, it has only it has created boundary in between of that educated Indians, like the professors and all, professionals and all, lawyers, teachers. So these kind of the people joined under the part of first phase of national movement. But here assertive nationalists, they wanted to join the mass participation. So mass participation means nothing. Each and every one of Indian society, they should participate in the nationalist movement or national movement. So next one, they criticize the moderate methods. So completely they criticize the 3P methods. Means in front of the cruel British government, means British government was not working for the welfare or favor of Indians. So in front of that kind of the people, they were using 3P method, means it will not benefit or it will not work in front of the British government. That's why these assertive nationalists started to criticize the policies or methods of moderates on that time. So what about the major leaders? See, for MCQ main this is very important. Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandra Pal. So what we are calling Lal, Bal, Pal, correct? So these three are the assertive nationalist leaders. So main assertive nationalist leaders. So I hope till here I explained about that Surat split, division of Bengal or partition of Bengal, and also introduction about assertive nationalists. So continue next part I will upload tomorrow. So I hope what I explained in this video clearly you are catching that, understanding that. So keep some of the key point notes and all, and mention these all important keywords in your notes. It will become beneficial for your board exam preparation. So I request everyone to subscribe my channel, share it to your friends, and also like, comment for next videos. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.